Now put that
There we
son
go.
bitch on your head.
Oh,
There
look,
you go,
there you
motherfuckers.
go.
There you go.
There you go.
Now, hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Dapper Degens. My name is Josh Albrecht.
I'm Martin Shireen.
I'm Ross Kierlock.
I was not
not
expecting that.
I'm not Carlo Diego.
Oi! And I'm Dan.
Well, Dan picked up a
Different accent. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely not even from London.
No.
But
No.
it's something.
Listen, I would love to say that what you're witnessing right now is jet lag. It's not. We've been home for long enough to where
Whoa.
we're all over that.
Whoa.
What? When did you get home, Dan?
He got home
Late last night.
24
Okay.
hours ago.
Ish.
24 hours. That's plenty of time.
You know, when I have jet lag, I reach for a White Claw.
Now, Ross, is that the fine apple White Claw?
Oh, shit.
Refreshing pineapple.
Up that top, Kierlock.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So, as always, we're going to start with our New Year's resolutions. We're going to start with Martin. Martin, yours was to travel more. We all know the answer. You traveled a lot last week. You're traveling again. Don't even need to say it. It's just now become a Martin staple. Ross, yours was to lose weight. You lose weight when you were across the pond there?
I doubt it very much. There was a lot of late night Taco Bell, KFC, McDonald's stuff going on. So, and I took a lot of Ubers, and so not a lot of walking, just a lot of eating and sitting and
Drinking.
spending lots of money.
Mm.
All right. Thank you, Will, or Ross. Will, yours was to meet new people. You meet any new people this week?
No. I stayed home and was responsible and worked.
Oh. And Dan, yours was to stay alive, and you sure look alive to me, pal.
Oh yeah, but
Good,
you know,
man.
I did some Rosses too. I clocked in well over Disney level steps.
Good for you.
That's good.
Good for you. Mine
Proud of
was
you,
to, of course, spend less money on Roosevelts.com, which I found a way to fail at while also spending money at Roosevelt's in London. I just was like, it didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. So before we get into London, let's talk about this, the drop since the last time we all were together, which we did the last episode was on Monday
Yeah.
of last week. And then we had the food, right? Was the food was the next one, or was there a different one?
Yeah,
The
pickles.
cravings,
Pickles.
the cravings collection.
Yeah.
The Cravings collection is always a wallet burner for me. Always get all of them. Always wear all of them. Hate it. And I bought 3 shirts, so it wins again. Love the sushi shirt. Got the pickles, and I got the chip and dip as well. Those were 3 for me.
The double dip.
Anyone get anything else or get anything at all from the Cravings? Daniel with the deuce.
Oh wait,
Yep.
I think Dan got a pickle shirt.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
From my
And?
Only Gherkins page, and got the sushi.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a goodie.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
no.
Oh,
No.
well, can't make a joke about Ross losing weight if he didn't get any food shirts. All right. Then on Thursday, what do we even have on Thursday?
Oh, yeah.
Thursday,
Goofy movie.
Travel.
Goofy
hat.
movie.
Goofy hat, baby.
Goofy movie. So, the Goofy movie line, I got nothing.
I
Zero.
wish.
Big old 0 for me. Who spent the most money on the Goofy movie drop? Dan. Dan raising
Really?
his hand. Dan, what'd y'all get?
Well, I mean, we're doing the D23 thing, so I had to actually, complete a power line tux, and I got
Smart
that
man.
nice little Lester hat. and some socks, and it's
Is
gonna be
That
good.
Lester hat?
Yeah.
That looks great.
For all of our listeners out here, we got a beautiful looking Lester hat that is it Stone Cipher?
Andrew Stone Cipher. Yep.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Is this
Looking
the
good.
beginning of a Should We Go There segment?
I was
real
just about
quick?
to say, I'm about to break in. It's time for Should We Go There? And we
I
are
think
definitely
we
going there
should.
this week. We are going to
Yes,
go there.
we are.
We are going to go there on this week's episode. I don't care what anyone else says. It is time for Should We Go There? And the answer is absolutely yes. So during this drop, when they, first of all, they had a ton of stuff in the Disney movie drop, which third Disney movie? Or
Third Goofy
I
movie
should say?
drop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Disney movie.
Wild. Third
Everyone-
Goofy movie. And it
Everyone
was
asking.
stacked.
Everyone
was-
was
It was
asking
great.
for it.
The polo, I'm waiting for. It looks great.
It's going to look great on you, bud.
Always
I can't wait.
does.
That skinny ass body of yours, repping that polo. Can't wait to see it. So a lot of stuff. Obviously, we knew that part of that was going to be the Lester hat, which we all saw on display on Andrew at MegaCon
With
back
the shirt.
in
Mhm.
February.
February. Yes.
So we saw it then. So this was not a surprise to us, right? A lot of us. I felt like MegaCon is an event that a lot of insiders go to. Now, just for clarification, there are like 35,000 members of the group. Okay. There are never that many people at a con. I'm well aware of that. But a lot of people do go to MegaCon
Mhm.
where he was wearing the hat. There were photos taken of it. Photos were posted on insiders. It's not
Wasn't
like this
that-
was a huge
Wasn't that the
surprise.
Secret Sunday teaser, Josh?
Mm-hmm.
It might have been. That's right. Now the hat comes out, and an insider, I'm not going to say his name because I don't know his name. So I don't know. Some guy. He said, hey, why isn't the hat upside down like Goofy wears it in the movie?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go
Like
first
what?
here. I'm going to go first here by saying, come on. You know what I mean? Like, is that really a thing? Like, first of all, it's a ridiculous hat. Okay. It's not a hat you're wearing to a ball game or to
Oh.
mow the lawn. Or
I actually probably wear that.
No,
Ball
no,
game?
you
Hashtag
yeah.
challenge accepted.
Shut up.
Yes.
Listen, you're doing it for a specific purpose.
Martin,
You
the
wouldn't-
Dallas rip party this weekend.
You wouldn't just go out of your way to do it. That's the point. You're wearing this hat for a specific reason. Okay. So stop acting like you bought it because you needed it to be movie quality and accurate because you wanted to wear it all the time for all of your friends and blah, 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 blah.
Maybe
blah,
it's
blah.
for a
Hey!
cosplay.
You never know.
Well,
There
then,
may be a
you're barking up the wrong
501st.
tree. No, listen, because that's a good point, Martin. Okay. Maybe you are getting this hat because you're trying to do it for cosplay. Well, that's not what Roosevelt's does. Roosevelt's has to deal with licenses, and they're literally told that's too accurate to cosplay, and then they're not allowed to do it. We learned that through the last Dragon Ball Z drop when they did the
Batman
Batman
shirt.
shirt.
Ah, the
And they
Batman.
couldn't have the Batman shirt just be pink. They had to put the Vegetas on there because the owners of Dragon Ball Z said, no. If it's just a pink shirt, that's too much like a cosplay. And they wouldn't be able to do it with the license. So we're learning these things, insiders, as we go along. So maybe that's why they couldn't do it. The point is that you got the Goofy hat, right? You got the
Yeah.
Goofy looking hat. I'm sorry. Also, can you just do me a favor, Ross? Rally cap that son bitch.
Wait, like inside out?
Yeah, that's exactly what I fucking
Yeah. Throw it inside out.
Yep. Now put that
There we
son
go.
bitch on your head.
Oh,
There
look,
you go,
There you
motherfuckers.
go.
There you go.
There you go.
Now shut up.
You
Ta-da!
wouldn't even notice.
No.
I don't get it. There you go. You wanted him to be dead upside down. Boom, he's dead upside down. I'm sorry. I don't get it. I understand that people
Did you see how long
want them
that
to
took
be
me?
a certain way, but
30 seconds.
come on. This isn't the thing to complain about.
No.
Now, that being said, just like everything else, someone complains about something on Insiders, it blows up, it unraveled into something else. People get their emotions involved. People even from HQ getting their emotions involved. I understand. It became way too big of a thing. I'm going to shut up. I'll let you guys say, but I think I proved my point that if you really needed it to be upside down,
Yeah.
3 seconds, flip the bitch, boom, you're done.
Yeah.
Yep.
The floor is yours.
I mean, You've definitely gone past your 30-second PTI, or around the horn, you know.
Yeah, but I also just got like 12 points.
All right,
All I know is that I had just gotten off of Stardust Racers on the opening day of Epic Universe, and I was frantically running to the locker to get my phone out just to order the hat. And I was
There you
like,
go.
I don't even know the locker was closed, and I was like,
They went quick too. I mean, they
Sorry,
sold out.
what did it look like?
"What do you mean?" I was like, yeah.
All right.
Meanwhile, by Ross putting the hat on upside down, he is now permanently banned from all Disney properties.
But I mean, look, the hat sold out. People are people. They're gonna find something to complain about. So
yeah.
look,
I think it was
I
because
may or may not have
I
voiced my opinion on that chain, and I may have made some enemies, but I really don't care.
don't know.
Andrew's a friend of
Andrew
mine.
does-
He's a friend of the podcast. He's a great
Yeah.
person.
He obviously does a
So,
great
We
job.
support our friends, and it's a great design. It was a year. I think what John said it was a year, almost year and a half of back and forth trying to get approval for that. It looked great at MegaCon. It's just a fun hat. It's a funny hat. Is this Roper movie accurate? No. Is Ross's shirt movie accurate? No.
I mean, on my
Nobody
camera,
gives a shit.
Are you sure
Camera.
it's not actually?
I mean, it might be. I don't
Everything
know.
on my shirt is from outer space because aliens made it. So like,
Yeah.
There you go.
Martin's shirt is
Even better.
definitely accurate. It's space
Yeah.
accurate for sure.
But like, I mean, is that really what you want to complain about? With
Yes. The
a
truth is yes.
company? Like,
Yeah.
come on. Like, look at some of the crazier shirts that come out. Like the wilder stuff that's been out. And we sit there and go, "This is great." Like Scarefloor. Scarefloor is not a normal shirt. It's a very loud, very different shirt.
never heard of it.
I know. Wasn't it? I thought
Oh,
I saw it in London.
Mm.
That's a separate shoot to
That's
go there
another.
segment.
Yeah.
Well, that brought out some fun.
Oh,
Oh, it
yeah.
always does.
Yeah. And being
But-
the good guy made it so I could have just paid off the
Oh,
Titanic trip
gosh.
if I was an idiot.
God,
God,
You could have paid off a lot of things.
I could have paid off.
But you're
so
a good
much.
person.
I didn't take caution, I threw caution to the wind. And I wasn't one of these hicks out there just doing whatever I wanted.
Oh, Jesus.
I played it straight.
I was still
I'm not a
looking
new
for-
man,
I was still looking for that full panel Queen Elizabeth.
I'm just kidding. I love all you guys. You better know that.
I was still looking for that shirt, but
All right. So, anything else people want to say on the hat?
give
I
me
just
more.
look forward to wearing it, and because my wife has no idea about it.
I really
That'll-
hope Terry
that-
doesn't watch this.
That's fantastic.
No, especially when she calls me in for like IT help desk support when she's on like a call with her customers and stuff. I'm just gonna walk in wearing it.
That's gonna be
Nice.
great.
That's
I'm gonna need a live feed of that.
Just that.
Yeah.
Just that. Your Powerline shirt and no pants, and just casually
Yeah.
walk.
Oh, no.
past.
Okay, if we're going that route, apron, nothing else.
There you go.
Lester.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Okay.
That's the better call.
That is a good call.
I like that. All right. So let's talk about London. London. First of all, let's
Wait.
get this-
There's still more to the drop.
Oh, yeah.
There's another drop. There's another 2 drops. It's Wednesday, bud.
Oh my God. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry.
Sunday,
Sunday was that more stuff for you?
Flintstones
Nope.
golf.
Yeah.
Flintstones.
Okay.
Meet the Flintstones.
Yep. More polos.
Oh, that was. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, granted, I didn't buy any, but the designs are great. The Dino polo, like
I'd love a
when I pull the
Flintstones
trigger, I'm buying the Dino polo, like hands down.
And it
And
was.
you look so good in it. I
it
would
was like
love a
9 o'clock
Flintstones
when it
schooner.
dropped, too.
Have they
There's
ever
a little-
done a Flintstones canoe?
Nope.
No,
Only breakfast balls.
it's got to be some weird Hanna-Barbera licensing somewhere.
I'm gonna assume so. Yep. All right, and then
Tuesday.
Tuesday was
Travel.
the travel collection, which I
Yeah.
also did not buy anything, but I will be because I got
There
to
you
show the
go.
bikes. I got to get the shirt.
Oh, the
Oh,
Copenhagen shirt.
yeah. You're super stoked about this bike.
Yeah, listen, I do a different podcast here in Milwaukee, where we interview businesses.
You
Really?
do another podcast?
I know,
You're
I do.
cheating on us with another podcast.
I do. That's all I do.
You-
That's all I do is podcast.
Martin, he's just joshing about it.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
And
tell me
there are
how,
a ton
man.
of companies with bikes that we interview, and I try to match the shirt, and I didn't. It's like there's no bike shirt. I'm sorry. I
I'm
don't have a bike
surprised like the Peloton group didn't like
snatch them
going
all
on
up.
that. Yeah, snatch them all up.
Well, it's probably
Well, no-
because there aren't a lot of 3X Peloton users. Ross. Okay.
Well, no, I think it's more along the lines of it's not a stationary bike; it's an actual bicycle on the shirt.
That's the closest thing they're gonna get to a Peloton bike shirt.
True, but it was a cool shirt. I will go back for it. And then, well, first of all, did anyone get anything from that?
No.
No.
I don't think so. I was traveling, so I didn't really need a travel shirt. So
Oh, smart.
Mm.
Is that like a weird
Heyo.
humble brag?
A little
Um,
bit, little
and
bit.
then today it was announced that the Guy Fieri drop is going to come out tomorrow.
Dude, why? There has to be an apron, right? Is it gonna be an
Do you-
apron?
Ross, do
Maybe
you
some
not check
tongs?
social media?
Oh my gosh! If Roosevelt releases some tongs,
Some tongs.
tongs, like tongs. I want some
Yeah.
tongs. Yeah, click, click, click.
He really doesn't look at Facebook, does he?
What?
No.
No,
Why?
he doesn't.
Or
Never.
listen to us talking about it before.
I
we hit
mean,
the
wait,
record
wait,
button.
hold on. Ross, do me a favor. Open Roosevelt's Insiders right now on your phone and go to most recent. Sort it by most recent.
All right.
Right.
Ross is going to be gone for like 15 minutes.
I don't have this.
I know,
pulled
that's
up.
great.
Or open your email.
Oh, there is an apron. It is the first thing I pulled up.
And
It is the first thing I
Roper.
pulled up. Yep, Roper. Yep. Oh, there's a spatula here. Could be I don't know. Could be.
Or is that just a prop?
that's probably a prop.
You-
I don't know if they
gotta-
did the spatula that does the thing where if you press it in the burger, you can
The
burn
little-
in the design.
I don't know. Are they going to be movie accurate tongs? I don't know. If they're not, I'm not going to buy them.
This time on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Yeah. So I'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll get something from that drop tomorrow. They're really hitting us with the food stuff, though.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, it's
I-
it's
Bad
it's
Boys.
Memorial weekend. It's the official
Hurt.
start of summer.
Yeah.
You know?
So now
think
they
that's
said it was the first collaboration, but didn't they do a Guy Fieri shirt with the little flames, or was
I
that
mean,
just a?
That's an homage original.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think that was licensed, endorsed
No.
by the man. Am I forgetting anything else, William?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
The London drop.
London.
Over the
You
weekend.
sound like you're from London. So let's get this out of the way before we start. Will I Am was not with us on the trip. We
Nope.
missed him dearly. We love you. We thought about you all the time. We wish you would have been there.
Where was my flat will? Just traveling around London.
It's a good question. No idea. That's on Martin. Blame Martin.
Uber.
Hey, whoa! What was the very first thing I did as soon as we landed? Got my
Oh, I
stuff
know.
to the
I
hotel
know.
room.
Oh, I got a picture of Dan with a shot of Jameson and a Guinness and went, "This is for you, bud."
I was gonna say Dan took a picture of his little Will.
Yeah. No.
But I will say the bartender had no idea what I meant when I said, "Can I have a shot of Jameson?" Because I ended up with a full normal like whiskey
With
glass
three
ice.
fingers of Jameson.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
So there's that. Okay. Now that's out of the way. The rest of us were at London. It was a great time. One of the biggest surprises was that they did a small run of Scare Floor that they released at the con. So, should we go there? Part 2.
Go for
And
it.
3. Give credit to D&D Combat Tactics. That's a hard
Yeah.
shirt to find for
That's
the
a
nerds
great
that want
shirt
it.
too.
Oh,
I-
yeah,
I mean-
excellent.
I mean
So-
that the Dragon's Kiss shirt too from the actual con, but we'll get there.
So let's start with first of all, I think that the whole lineup was great. I know a lot of people didn't love the floral. I love the floral. I'm wearing it now. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm biased. I
Shocker.
love all the florals. But I thought Dragon's Kiss was great. I thought the Harry Potter shirt that Ross is wearing was great. Was a big fan of all of them. Our explanation from DTH on why some of those shirts were there were just simply because if you live in London it's really difficult to get shirts from the website. There's not all the shirts are made available to them.
Yep.
And they want to grow the brand in London. Makes perfect sense. And so
Yeah.
to give something to the locals there and give them an opportunity to kind of have a whale, get a whale, right?
Yeah.
And hopefully that starts building something there. So that was the intention. That was the reason why there were these shirts. It wasn't, because they were like, F you to all the other cities or cons or whatever. There was intent behind it. And I think it was
It's
good.
smart.
Intent. Yeah. I think it was good intent, do something nice for the people that follow your brand. Imagine if we could get one shirt every 9 drops,
Yeah.
I'm just saying we take it for granted. And so I think it was cool that they did that for them over there. That being said, there were a bunch of Americans there. We were like, I want Scarefloor. So, and so a lot of us did indeed get Scarefloor. That a lot of people checked that off their lists. Did anyone here not have Scarefloor prior to the con?
Shocker, the 2 mediums.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you both have it now?
Yes.
All right.
Well, I have mine. I can't speak for Will, but yes.
Yes. Well, I got a
It's
thumbs up.
en
from Will,
route.
so.
Yeah, it's off camera, right over here.
Somewhere over there. Yeah.
Thank you again, Daniel.
So then, as you were just mentioning, Dan, that wasn't the only shirt though that they had brought that could really generate some movement in the London market. The D&D shirt did as well. Yeah.
Oh, not Nickelodeon. Got it.
Well, that
so-
one too.
But there was that one too.
It was what the
Wallpaper.
Vieira.
Nickelodeon wallpaper
Yeah.
from
In the Riviera
Mexico
Maya.
Resort.
Yep, Riviera Maya Nickelodeon Resort, which is where I got my SpongeBob tux
Yep.
when I actually was down there, staying at a different resort, and I took a cab.
You finagled your way in there.
I did. I didn't have a pass. I wasn't supposed to be there. I got in. I spent way too much money for a retail.
Isn't that like a $300 tux?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
more than
retail?
that. It's more than that.
Will.
Like, that's nuts.
It was like $380. Yeah. It was crazy, but it was the only one I ever saw. And then London had some design that was also from the resort.
Yeah.
I did not get the shirt.
You did.
Okay, you're right. I did. Okay. This is really funny. All right, let's break this down. So the first person to buy the shirt is Ross. Ross overhears DTH talking about how like the shirt's gone. Like if you don't get it now, it's gone. Like this is all they have of it. Like you either get it now. And Ross is like, all right, well, give me a large. Give me a large fit. Like, and I literally turn and I'm like, you FOMO and son of a bitch. And he's like, you're right.
Yep.
Then fast forward to Sunday, and Martin is like, yeah, I got the Nickelodeon shirt. I kind of like it, and I'm never going to go to Riviera Maya. Like, I'm never going to be able to get it from the resort. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like,
And now you trigger his
son
FOMO.
of a bitch. Oh, yeah.
Photo op FOMO.
Oh,
yeah.
And I asked Martin, I said, is this going to be like a
Photo-mo.
Degen shirt? 'Cause
Photo-mo.
there are Degen shirts where if we all have it, then I got to have it. Because it's like, you never know when we're going to take a picture, even though we never take pictures together, all 5 of us.
Nope. Never
But I
knew.
was like, I can't not have it. And so I bought the shirt. I gave in, even though I was like, I'll never wear it.
Oh, look, there it is.
I don't love the design at all. Like, it's just not for me. I was like, I don't need the shirt. FOMO just attacking me. And as I'm standing there with it, it was like literally as soon as I scanned my credit card, I turned to Martin and was like, why did I just do that? I will never wear this shirt. And so then I started doing some on the last day, like less than an hour before they closed. I started helping some people out and I swapped it for someone that wanted a different shirt. And they were nice enough to do that. So I don't have the shirt and I'm glad I don't. I'm happy for the people that got it. It will be an item that will be probably more value than retail.
Yep.
It just wasn't for me.
What happens if we all wear it?
And
Well, I
Josh
don't have
is the
it.
only one that doesn't have it.
Yeah, and
My goodness.
you just
I
don't
don't-
have it.
Josh, don't worry, I don't have it, bud.
I know you
but-
don't, because
I
I
mean,
checked.
Yeah,
That could happen, you know. Like,
Josh is sitting there like, what does Will have? I got
like
check
if we
real
all
quick.
wore a Batman shirt. Just
I don't
for-
have one.
Yeah,
Just for an example.
So they did have it, and I was shocked at how anime centric MCM was.
yeah.
Because I was, helping
Yeah.
another friend out with their booth a little bit, bring some Star Wars people in, and it took me forever to find Star Wars folks and help direct them to their booth. But definitely saw lots of Batman.
Yeah, I heard there were a lot of them at a bar.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go there? Part 4.
Have we even gotten to the actual
No.
exclusives yet?
Wait.
No, but this is just
Before
the
we
fun
go
part.
there,
No, it
I
doesn't.
do have one gripe about the shirts in London.
Whoa,
Right,
And
whoa.
that would be Martin.
Martin's going to complain about something. Everyone, hold on.
It's the fact that I did not have them earlier in the week. Like,
Oh, to plan
You know.
accordingly your outfits.
exactly, right? Josh,
Oh.
Dan, and I, we went on the Harry Potter tour. I would have loved to have had that Harry Potter shirt
Yes.
for that tour.
Wait, but didn't you have
Thursday.
the wand shirt, Martin?
Yeah, we had
Sure.
shirts,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Josh and I like the Wizarding Ink better than
Sure.
Same.
So
Agreed.
Martin had.
Thursday, I go do Tower of London. I would have loved to have had the Dragon's Kiss shirt. When Josh finally makes it over there, he has it.
yeah, it was a
So,
good call.
of course he
It was a good
takes
call.
his, photos in it.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
I mean, I can't really say anything about the floral because I would have worn it on Sunday to a soccer game, but prices just went astronomical on that. So
Astronomical.
Yeah.
Yes.
You had, to,
just-
you had
yeah.
to sell your ass for those tickets.
what should have been like $120 tickets, 3x the price on, Saturday
Hard
night.
pass.
Yeah.
So
Well, wasn't the Liverpool parade this past weekend too?
I don't know. It's
I didn't pay
it's
attention to
soccer.
that.
I don't know.
if there was alcohol there, then we probably were there. But
I mean, you probably should have gone to that one in particular.
For the majority, we were. All right. So Saturday night was the meetup.
It's
Okay.
fun.
And now, a full
And
disclosure,
Josh-
I really
Josh is
wish that I could have been actual Josh in this moment, because I would have been angry and I would have loved to have been pissed.
So
at
you would have
Dan.
been Vegeta.
Yeah, I would have been like, oh, you know what? Fuck all you guys. Like, it would have been a way different thing.
So what happened, Josh?
So
For those not paying attention.
the thing is that leading up to the event was the Philly event, and at the PhillyCon there was the Meetup Tux,
Yep.
which we had acquired, and Martin had said, "We're all gonna bring it. I'm gonna wear it to the meetup. We all got them. We're all gonna bring the meetup."
Yeah.
So I paid extra money to have mine overnighted to Ross for Ross to then bring with on the trip so that we could all be a part of it.
Yeah.
Well, then asshole Dan has an idea on Friday of the trip. See, everyone thinks he's such a nice guy. You guys are all full
He
of shit.
is. He really is.
And he says, hey, you know what? Josh is like going to therapy and has anxiety. Why don't we fuck with him? And he convinces everybody to buy, not even just like get HQ to hand out, because I found out that night that Ross spent $140 on a prank to all wear Badman to the bar without telling me that they were wearing Badman. So
Well,
I'm
I
still
got to
wearing-
back you up. It wasn't me alone.
Oh, everyone was giving you the credit. So I don't.
DTA. Well, so DTH had turned to me and was like, "Oh yeah, man, did you pack a Batman? Because we're all just gonna like roll up to the meetup in Batman." And I was like, it'd be really fun.
Yeah, really fun.
Let's all roll up in Batman except for Josh.
Yeah, super fun.
And
Fun, cool
he goes,
friend idea.
diabolical, love it. So I didn't have Batman with me, so I bought one. Bought one
don't
for
know, man.
Martin. Ross bought his.
Dan just turns to me and it's like, "Oh, we're
We're-
all wearing Batman. Josh
We're all
isn't.
spreading
Buy the
the
shirt."
thing.
And I'm
Rich
like,
gets one.
"I'm in."
Like
Yeah.
a whole bunch of other people go.
Yeah.
And then the texts start flowing from Josh because
Well, hold
everybody
on.
starts showing up to meet up where Josh is
Yeah.
before
'Cause you
we
got-
get
yeah.
over there.
You guys
So-
had to travel to. You were at the convention center, right?
Correct.
You traveled to the meetup spot in Central London?
Correct. And DTH, this is when DTH kind of takes over because you guys, the couples are out having dinner, and DTH had said like, all right, well, let's all meet at the train and go. Now, what no one knew was that when I was there, Julie, my wife, had taken the kids to Disney World because she was like, if you're going to London, I'm not sitting at home.
Yep.
Our baby Jack was not doing well. I mean, all I was getting like the entire day and the day leading up to that was just how he was just like, he was not sleeping. He was coughing so much. He was puking. It was just bad. It was just really bad.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be there. And so like, I'm trying to have fun in London, but I'm feeling insane dad guilt of like, just, I got an 8-month-old and I'm just being a really bad parent. And so I'm going through all this. Then as I'm doing that, like, I'm not even really paying attention. Apparently there were multiple times when people almost blew it, including Lena. Like, she apparently texted something. I was so not paying attention because I was focused in on this. I went right over my head or just didn't see it. Like, I just was not paying attention.
Lena was just like, "Oh yeah, we're meeting here at 8 and we're all wearing the pink shirt." And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then I was like, "What's this over here?" And then
Didn't even see it. So as I'm literally texting as we're walking, and Rich, because Rich was my roommate there, and he had to turn around. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna keep walking, man.
he texted me because he's like, "Are you wearing it now or wearing it when we get there?" And I'm like, "I'm wearing it now."
Yeah.
And so
Well-
that's when he probably turned around.
And so I asked him, I was like, why'd you have to go back? And Rich is such a genuine and nice person. It took everything inside of him to lie to me. He was like, well, I almost forgot my wallet. And I was like, literally, I'm literally still like texting Julie, and I'm like, what? All right, whatever, man. Still think it's super weird. Then we show up on the train. I'm still super bummed, but like DTH and Scotty and Nate, they're all wearing the Batman with them. And I'm like, all right, something's going on with these guys. Maybe, I don't know. And so I text Martin. I'm like, hey, is something going on? Like, are you guys fucking with me right now? Are you doing something with this Batman? And like, this is a thing because everyone's wearing this. No one's told me shit about this. And Martin goes, I'm not wearing Batman. And I went, yeah, of course you're not wearing it yet. Like, that didn't work. I knew that wasn't a thing. We get off the train, and at the bottom of the stairs, I see fucking Lena in a Batman shirt. I knew in 1,000 years that girl would not choose to wear a Batman shirt. So the second I saw her, I was like, all right,
I
so they're
hate all of you.
fucking doing something. But the worst part again was I couldn't be obnoxious Josh and make a scene because I was just too in my phone. I was too doing shit. And then I literally at one point, like, I told Julie, I was like, hey, all my friends are fucking with me right now, and they're doing all this, and like, I want to pay attention to this. And she was like, we're fine, like, everything's fine, like, just go. And that's when, but by that point, we were like at the bar. So when I get to that point and we're walking over, at this point, there's like, I don't know, maybe 15, 16 people, and 12 of them are wearing Batman. People are coming across on the street. They're like, love the pink shirts. Oh, pink shirts. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, that's fucking cool. Yeah. We get to the bar, and I walk in, and immediately I see Dan, and he's wearing the fucking Batman. And I'm like, yeah, fucking, of course. And at that point, Martin didn't even put it on yet. So I saw Martin right away, and I was like, Oh, maybe these guys just didn't. I don't know. Maybe they weren't a part of it. Whatever. I don't know. But then he did have it on. And then I see Terry had it on. And I was like, all right. Well, now these people have Batman. Like at that point, for like 3 seconds, I could finally focus on it and be like, what the fuck's going on? And then Dan was like, that one's yours, man. Like, Terry's wearing yours. I bought an extra one for you. And I was like, all right.
So he's calling me an asshole, but right there is the Dan everybody knows.
Yes.
Dan gives me shit. For the record, that's how Dan shows love. If Dan picks on you, he loves you. I've learned that. It's taken me a long time to learn that, but that's the truth.
The other funny part of that was Nate was on Paging Rich Tomorrow was on. So when you came down and you saw me and Lana in the pink shirt,
Yeah.
Nate literally took up his phone and was like, all right, everyone with the pink shirt, get in here for a photo. And he takes a photo.
Oh, I didn't even.
And your face is over everyone. And you're just like,
Oh, I'd love to see that photo. I honestly
I need
don't
to
even
find that photo.
I honestly don't even remember. God, see, this is why I'm so mad. I would have done like, fuck you. Like I would have been like way
your
more
face
in
was
and doing
saying
it.
it. Your face was saying it hardcore.
Oh,
Like, so if anybody, Page Mr. Tomorrow, if you're watching this,
Yeah, Nate.
yeah.
yeah, Nate, you got nothing else going on.
No, he's in He's in Paris wearing his new shirt.
Oh,
yeah, I saw that too.
And to any Camp Hope people that are watching this, there will be a 4X Batman worn once in London exclusive.
Covered in jungle juice.
Oh no, it's
and-
been washed.
Teapots.
in teapots. Yeah,
Damn, you did that quick. I haven't even unpacked anything yet.
I have a 3X that Dan gave me that's also available, but I'm not washing it. So,
Oh, it has Josh on it.
oh God, Martin, thanks.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pay people to take
Oh,
that
that's
one.
Josh on it.
All
So
right.
yeah, so
All right.
that was a good prank. That was well done. Like I said,
I
I
mean-
just wish I could have given the reaction it deserved.
I think I was on the golf course when Dan just sent me a picture, and I was like, "What the hell are they doing?" And then I looked, and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
I mean,
another-
look, that was good.
Crazy thing was, this is kind of off, but like we were in that bar and we were downstairs and we all came up and I was right next to Nate and there was a person in that bar that recognized him.
Oh
Like-
yeah.
Like literally was like, "Are you Paging Mitch tomorrow?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "How random."
Yeah.
And she
I
had
mean,
an
is
accent.
it? I mean,
He had a
is it
huge
though?
following. Yeah, seriously, he had a huge following. They had to sneak him out of the booth.
Yeah.
There were
Yeah.
so many people
how
that knew
did
that he was.
go? How did they do that?
They
So
took
I
him
had
out of the
left
side.
it.
They used Ross's Apple Pen
Yeah,
to
he's
like poke open the side.
DTH is like, "You got something you can poke?" I'm like, and I bring out like I have like I have a spirit pen, which is very valuable to me. I have a basic Bic pen, and I have an Apple pen. And he's like, takes the Apple pen. I'm like,
Like
"Oh
the
yeah,
$100 stylus.
yeah,
Yeah.
take the $100 pen to go stick it in something." Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine."
Yeah.
Oh,
They
God.
took apart the sidewall and like left it down and then like waited a little bit and then it's like in and out.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
yeah, so
But also to put things in perspective, the place that we were at, you have like probably 14 grown men in pink shirts while they're playing Spice Girls, I'm a Barbie girl, like all that stuff,
Oh, that's great.
dancing.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely took it over. Also, they serve jungle juice in teapots. And so HQ was buying the first couple rounds. And so DTH was just coming back with teapots and glasses and people were filling them. And then he cut it off. And he was like, all right, that's good. You guys can get your own. I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, I'll take one teapot, please. And they were like, how many glasses? I was like, nope,
No.
just a teapot, please. And then he was like, the bartender was like, do you need straws? And I was like, nope. Also, there's a hole right here I see it. I can use that. I just drank out of that some bitch, and it was perfect. It was great.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was everything I wanted it to be.
Well, I don't know who did it first, you or Liz, but I definitely
me.
saw
I think
her doing the
Liz.
exact same.
No, it was me because Dilly was right behind me in line. I was like, "Oh, you're getting a teapot?" And he goes, "For Liz," and I went, "Really? Oh, that was great. Liz had a fun night. We all had a fun night, I think."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a fun trip overall.
And transition.
Anyone have any other super fun memories they want to bring up from London before we move to our Degen ask the Degens question, because we got to keep things moving along here.
I mean, if yeah,
So I have the question. Was it
Yeah.
everyone's first time over to London?
Yes,
mine.
Yes.
Yes.
First impressions, what are your thoughts?
expensive.
The map makes it look like everything's right next to each other.
It's not.
It's
No.
not.
It's not.
No.
It is
No.
not. It is huge.
Take the
Yeah.
train.
Huge.
Take the tube.
Pub culture there is cool as shit though.
I see.
Yeah.
That's one thing I would want to do in London is actually take the tube, take the subway system that they
They
have, because it
don't-
is insane.
I don't know if they just have like a shortage on ice or something, but they just like
Yeah, they don't do no. They just don't do ice.
yeah, they're just like, here's 3 cubes for a 16-ounce glass. You'll
Yeah.
be fine. I'm like, can I get an extra glass of ice? And then it's
Just
like,
the
No.
ice.
yeah,
Yeah.
no.
I would love to spend a month in London if I had if I could afford it. Like if I
Yeah,
had
$1
the
million.
money to. Right. Because it's so cool and the people are so nice.
Martin mouthing
Like-
the song in the corner.
Yeah.
Everyone was so kind. Didn't matter what I was doing, where I was. It was great. It was a great time.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I already have a list for
And
going back.
And didn't you see a concert too? You and Ross?
Yeah. So that's the highlight for me. Was we saw Eric Clapton at the Royal Albert Hall, which we knew we were gonna do. Everyone was like, "Yeah, that sounds expensive." It was. You know what else was expensive? Everything.
Life.
Everything there. You know, like I'm pretty sure Ross paid more for his ticket with an Uber one night. You know, it's just everything there is. But that is a moment that I will never forget. That was a
that was,
legendary
that-
moment.
I mean, that's one of those opportunities where when you get the chance, you take the chance.
Right.
It was awesome to listen to somebody with that caliber and like that type of venue versus it being in a huge football stadium that's not made for audio, or like in a baseball stadium, because that's usually in the States you don't get big time names in
Small
ve-
venues.
small
ever.
venues anymore. So it's like this was, I think, I forgot what they said it was, like 5 to 15,000 or something. I can't remember what it is, but it's like it's very small. It was small, like small to what we are used to.
Sure.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, that was the highlight for us. What about for you, knuckleheads up top?
The favorite part?
Yeah.
This isn't going to make sense for a lot of people, but we had a joke on Thursday. We were at a pub, and there's this really ornate, intricate building across the street, and Josh is like, "What's that building?" And I'm just like, "Oh, like based on our geographical
Without
location."
missing a beat.
I'm like, "Oh, that's Parliament."
He goes, "Oh, it's Parliament over there." And I was like, "No." Okay.
Sheesh.
And then we started our tour,
Yeah.
and within the first minute, the guy goes, "Oh, that's the Foreign Commission, but not Parliament."
So was every building just, oh, that's Parliament?
That's exactly what it is. So
Okay.
then for the rest of the trip, anytime we saw a building we didn't know, "Martin, what's that building?" "Oh, that's Parliament over there." I don't even know if we found out where Parliament actually is or if that's a thing. Yeah, that was a good one.
That's good.
Also, I got to say, Ross laughed so hard in every Uber that he almost died. Like,
Dude,
Yeah.
they have the one of the Ubers I was getting, it's called an exec XXL, and it's like it sits 7 people, but in the back there's 3 seats, and they face each other. And
Yeah.
it was Like, oh man, it was
It's so good for conversation,
Yeah,
right?
it
Yeah.
was great.
it was you just don't there's just no break in conversation. Like it
Wow.
was
Let me put it this way, Will. I didn't think that everything he was laughing at was so funny, but the fact that he was laughing at everything then made the rest of us laugh because we were like, it's just contagious.
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
So it was good.
Great. And like just the people sitting in the opposite sides of the car and stuff like got me every time. I'm just like where's our Uber driver at? And then I had to like remember that he's like in the other seat because
He's all the way up there.
Yeah.
he's in the right hand steering.
Yeah, the
and-
opposite corner.
Yeah. So
That took a while for me to adjust to.
Oh, I
yeah.
never
Now-
adjusted.
Now, Daniel, how was your
Yes?
trip?
Oh, it's a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
Dan.
Two major highlights. One was seeing a play in Shakespeare Globe Theater.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
And the other was Terry's like primary objective while she was out there doing some research on her family. So
Oh,
we did
nice.
some cool museum stuff, and like they have artifacts from her family in the Holocaust gallery. And I was a little somber walking
Oh,
out of
yeah.
that to meet up with folks, but just the history part of it was cool. I think next year I'll do the hotel closer to either central London or that area, and then just take the train in to the con on the days of the con, so that way you're already kind of in the city and you just walk everywhere.
Yeah.
I like the location of where our yacht was. It was yeah. We had a yacht, okay, people.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was on
Your
the
hotel
water.
was a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was you couldn't get any closer to I don't know if that was the main entrance. I don't know if there was another entrance, but
There
I'm
was
pretty sure
over
from-
by my hotel,
like
or
from
Josh and I's hotel.
from the door of my room I could get to like inside in like 3 or 4 minutes. It was
Yeah.
and it's
So-
not like
And then pay $190 for an Uber back at the end of the night from
From the
Big Ben in
opposite
Soho,
side.
London. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it wasn't my fault. I didn't figure out how to use the dang tube until like the last freaking day.
The Uber boat was cool.
Airport on Sunday or Monday.
Anyways, for all those listeners out there that are still with us, international meetup is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we may kidnap Will next year.
Also, any meetup is awesome. Even if you can't afford that, even if there were way too many people who commented and they were like, man, looked like you guys had so much fun. I really need to get to a meetup. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to
Yeah.
be a big one. Doesn't need to be associated with a con.
Hold
Just
on.
go to
Wait for
something.
it. Wait for it.
Well, this week is like the Dallas Fan Expo.
Oh, yeah.
This
Right.
Friday through Sunday.
Yep.
And our
Yeah.
good friend John Simpson has some cool stuff organized. I think that's where Dan got that hat and awesome roper last year too.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Yeah, isn't
Northern
it
Texas
like the
group,
week that y'all roper people wear your ropers?
It is
Oh, yeah.
officially
The
roper
roper.
week,
Yeah.
and HQ joined with their little Twitter post before, so that was funny. But yeah, John's got the right field rip party he's working on with DTH, and there's another, I think it's the Pedal Pub, where it's like 15 people on a bicycle, and you have a bartender, and you just like go around the city. So he's
Yeah,
trying
they're
to
doing
fill
a
in
beer
seats
swap
for that,
before that.
and a
Yep.
beer swap at one of the bars or one of the
Yeah.
breweries. It looks like a great time. You've got awesome people that are going to be there, especially our Dallas friends. Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, anybody in that area. Go see them. Go hang out. They're awesome people. If
Yeah.
this is your chance and you live in the Midwest and you've got like a 1 or 2 hour trip to go somewhere, which I know Texas is massive, go. Have fun. You will be welcome with open arms. Tell them
And-
the Degen sent you.
And if you can't make it there, or even if you can, I suggest afterwards maybe checking out the Milwaukee meetup, which is happening June 26th,
There it is.
29th. You still have time to make sure you get tickets. We did put the information out. Summerfest tickets I have secured. We are working on getting those tickets for the tailgate and the baseball game, which I will let everyone know. I know this is kind of not shocking information. Steve Glass will be there. And with
Wow.
Steve Glass will be Malort, which
Wait,
I will
wait,
have
I thought
already
that
been
was-
told.
I thought it was
I will
a
be
Porto or
well
Chad
great.
Roth thing
No,
too.
I'm sure
Porto
will
brings
be
the good
fun.
stuff. Chad brings the good company.
Yes.
Yeah.
Glass is
Glass brings the Malort.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
Malort.
yeah, like the puke
Yeah.
Malort. Which brings us to this week's Ask the Degens question, which is, of course, we love when you guys participate with this, when you throw out a question for Ask the Degens, and we'll answer it. We have Megan Manzik who asked, do you guys have a drink you hate more than Malort? No. My answer is no. No, I don't, Megan. Simple
Ooh.
as
iced tea.
Sambuca.
Oh,
Mine would have to be, what is it, the Three Wise Men drink?
I've only
Guess
done
I'm
a
out.
3 Wise Men shot.
That's what I meant. Yeah, the Three Wise Men shot.
Shots
Is
I
are
don't even know what's in that.
Isn't
It-
that Johnny, Jack, and Jose?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
that
a
sounds
layered
disgusting.
shot. Yeah, that's just you're done.
yeah. I'm good.
Yeah, but at least
I-
then you're done. Then you don't have to
Mm.
also do another shot of Malort.
No, if you do that, you're in the company of people that are gonna be like, "Oh, what's the next shot?" You know, like you're gonna keep going. It's
Yeah.
not one and done.
It's like
Come on.
Irish car bombs.
No, those are terrible.
What about you, Martin?
I don't know. I mean,
I've never
I
even seen you
don't
do a shot of
that's the
Malort.
thing, like I don't
I have.
dislike Malort. I don't
I
dislike
have.
Bubbly.
It happened at C2E2.
I must have been busy
Happened-
puking.
happened in Florida,
It also
4th.
happened in Florida. In
May
a
4th.
convertible, maybe. I don't know. We don't talk about
Oh, okay.
that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, no, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Anywho,
All right. Well, anyway, there's your super short answer, Megan, because we are breaking records on the length of time for podcasts this week. But there was a lot to discuss. What do we have? Like 2 or 3? Should we go there? Segments? That was way too much.
4.
Pretty sure it was 4.
Listen,
Yeah.
there's one person still watching this at most, and it's probably going to be Will. So, you know,
If you're
you
still
always say
here.
first. You always say first. You're always
No, that's not me.
first. Oh, is that Dan? You son of a bitch. Oh, all right.
Make sure to
boys.
like and subscribe.
Right?
Like,
Yes,
subscribe,
episode.
comment, follow our Facebook page, all the jazz, and we'll see you at a
Yes.
meetup, probably, most
Uh,
likely.
So, cheers to London. Cheers to everything we did there. Cheers to being back home. Cheers to being back together. Can't wait to hug all of you guys and make more memories soon. Cheers. Love you.
Because we're not done yet.
Poop.
See, I thought Will was gonna accidentally like fall over or something.